But we have another interesting story, semi-related. This is from Washington Examiner. Urban liberals rethink guns and policing amidst crime spike on their doorstep. There were a couple other stories I was reading earlier. Gun sales were at a record for, I believe, this past month. It's the second highest year following last year. So we got this. They say ABC News Ipsos poll published earlier in the week found that 36% of voters approve of Biden's handling of crime, while 61% disapprove. On gun violence, 66% of voters disapprove of Biden's performance, with 32% approving. We've seen a poll from Gallup that support for gun control is at its lowest it's been since 2014. So it was lower before 2014 a little bit, and then it was higher before that. But people are now all of a sudden coming around and being like, I want to buy guns. There was an article from Slate about a liberal woman, and she explained that she thought guns were dangerous. You can't have them. And then her husband was like, I think you need to learn more and go take a class. And then she did. And then she realized, hey, all of these arguments for gun control don't make any sense.
Yeah, and the number of people getting involved with firearms and learning about guns has peaked an all-time high. In the beginning of COVID, I still remember there was a need for classes, and there was no classes available for people to even be taught basic gun safety or even how to handle their firearms, to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to create my own classes. I ran my own classes in New Hampshire, literally working with a Special Forces Green Beret, teaching people proper ways to handle a firearm, proper ways to use a firearm, because if you have something like that, you have a tool that you need to know how to use. It's like, I think it's akin to a fire extinguisher, and that's how many people are seeing it. Like, if you have a fire extinguisher, why do you need one if you have the fire department? Well, obviously, the fire department takes a while to get to your house. So this doesn't surprise me, especially with the levels of criminality that has been increasing all throughout the United States. Obviously, people are going to want to arm themselves, defend themselves, and have something that is akin to a fire extinguisher during a fire, because there's a lot of fires going around, to say the least.
Yeah, because we all know that the liberals with a little bit of money, that they always have firearms anyway. Even if they're saying, we're ban guns, they got their security. They got this guy with 3 guns over there. They're all taken care of. They got guns in their house. But get rid of guns. All you poor people, get rid of guns.
They have gated communities.
Gated communities, yeah.
You guys,
with armed guards,
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this. There was a tweet during the riots last year where this dude who lived in Beverly Hills was like, yeah, the riot's amazing. Burn the city down. And then he tweets like an hour later, why are you coming towards my house? Go the other way. Go the other way. Like, they cheer for it until they have to deal with it.
Nancy Pelosi wanted machine gun turrets on the Capitol. I mean,
crew serve.
Yeah.
50 BM.
Yeah, these people are insane. They cheer on the military-industrial complex. They're surrounded, as you said, with people with firearms, with guns, security guards, always protecting them. But for you as an individual, you shouldn't have the right to protect yourself. Get out of here. Like, you're crazy if you think that you're going to take away a right that allows me to be equal to another man. Because a lot of people in these cities are also realizing you could get a gun. No matter what the laws are, criminals are always going to have a way to get guns,
especially in America.
So if the criminals could have guns, why can't legally, law-abiding citizens have guns as well?
Only rich people should have guns. And well-connected politicians.
Well, that's
like in Maryland and New Jersey.
We laugh about that, but there's policies on the books, especially with the machine gun rules, that only allow rich people to have certain firearms, where poor people are exempt from having it because of the restrictions and taxes that the government has put on them. That makes it almost impossible for people to have machine guns.